The dress lay flat across my daughter's lap, ribbons spilling over her small hands. She giggled, at first. Then her smile faded. "Mommy," she whispered, pinching the fabric near the hem, "what is this?" Her little finger traced something stitched into the underside. A word, 3 letters. I pulled the dress from her hands, turned it over, and saw the embroidery. Tiny, precise, faded from years of wash and wear. My throat locked. It was my name. My childhood dress. The one I wore in photographs my parents displayed proudly. Before the truth. Before the nights I spent praying they wouldn't come into my room. They hadn't just sent her a gift. They sent her that. I didn't cry. I folded it neatly, slid it back into the box, and set it aside like a venomous snake I'd just pinned beneath glass. That night, while my daughter slept, I sat at the kitchen table in silence. I stared at the dress. The old seams. The ghost of my 7-year-old self staring back. The past wasn't haunting me. It was mocking me. And I realized something sharp, something cold. They thought they could rewrite the story. That sending this dress would prove it was all just family history. Harmless, sentimental. They miscalculated. I should tell you, once I trusted them. My parents were smiling portraits, polite voices at church, steady hands at school recitals. To the world, they were the kind of parents people envied. But I learned the truth young. The way my father's footsteps carried weight down the hall. The way my mother looked away, pretending not to hear. They turned my childhood into something I buried under silence. When I finally left, I swore I would never let them near my child. But betrayal isn't always obvious. It seeps. Years of carefully crafted letters, gifts at Christmas, promises they'd changed. My husband believed them before I did, said maybe they deserved a chance. Almost. Then came the dress. Their message stitched into it like a scar, and my hesitation burned away. I didn't scream. I didn't call them. That's not how you win against people like them. Instead, I planned. First, I pulled out the old photo albums, hidden in a box at the back of my closet. I flipped through pages until I found it. Me, age 7, wearing that exact dress. The smile stretched across my face then was the kind of smile children wear when they still believe they're safe. I scanned the photo, sent it to my lawyer, attached the picture of the dress they mailed my daughter. He didn't ask questions. He just said, "This is enough." I built the file slowly, methodically. Hospital records, school reports, diaries I hadn't touched in decades. I wasn't gathering memories. I was gathering evidence. Then I reached out to the women I swore I'd never talk to again, my cousins. I asked if they remembered. Their replies came fast, too fast. Stories tumbled out. Not just me, not just my house. I filed the petitions, protective orders, custody clarifications. Quietly, behind the curtain, I sealed every possible door they could use to crawl back into my daughter's life. And I waited. The morning after the birthday, their calls started. My phone lit up before sunrise. "Please answer. It was just a gift. Don't do this." I didn't answer. Not yet. By noon, a sheriff's deputy knocked on their door, papers in hand, my signature at the bottom. They didn't know it yet, but the same box that carried the dress now carried their undoing. Evidence, affidavits, orders. The gift they thought would bind us back together became the rope I used to cut them off. I saw them once more, in court. My mother's eyes darted between me and the judge, searching for sympathy that never came. My father sat rigid, jaw clenched, pretending he wasn't unraveling. They tried to speak. The judge silenced them. My lawyer laid the photographs down like playing cards. My face at 7. My daughter's at 7. The dress. The thread that tied generations of silence. "Do you understand," the judge asked them, "what this means?" My father's mouth opened. No sound came. That silence was the sound of him losing. After, I stood outside the courthouse, the air heavy but clean. My daughter held my hand, her head resting against my arm. She didn't ask about the dress again. She didn't need to. I'd already burned it. Some people believe revenge is fire, loud, consuming, but they're wrong. The most effective revenge is ice, quiet, methodical. It doesn't scorch, it freezes, it suffocates. They wanted me to cry, to plead, to forgive. Instead, I dismantled them with their own gift. Now, my phone stays silent. My daughter's birthdays belong only to her, and every time I see her smile, unshadowed, I know the truth. They gave me the weapon. I only had to use it.